My microphone should be on. Cool. I should be able to hear you. Let me just unmute that for now. Oh, where's your microphone? I don't hear you at all. Oh, are these headphones? No, I can hear myself, so... It's the website's muted in my browser. So I took a picture of my living room, and so on the stream, it'll look like I'm sitting in my living room. So this is in case my child comes and runs downstairs in her underwear, and I don't have to like raise my desk or... She literally has no range. Everything seems to be good. Yeah, sure. After we get off this, we can do that. No, the live stream's completely separate. This is being input into my streaming software. Let's see. That's not who I want to mute. I want to mute to me. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. This is Wayne from the Energon T Podcast, 137 Toys YouTube channel with my hosts here, Brandan and Vash.
Well, welcome to all my bros out there. Thank you for joining us for another Sunday 6:30 Energon T. We are so glad you are here. Don't forget to always put in the comments what you're trying to say, because we are here ready to read those comments and talk about what you want us to talk about. So let's go ahead and turn it over to the guy that always has a Transformer shirt on in every video he does. The only bro that I know that is my big brother, Vash Triqqerhappy77.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is good to be back on another Sunday night. Welcome to the Energon T Podcast. We are ready to get things started, and we hope you are all here ready to enjoy and have some Transformers talk. You know that saying, you talk some Transformers, we talk some Transformers. Let's get it started. Wayne, what you got for us today?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? So today, let's go ahead and answer one of Mrs. Prime question here. What's up, fellas? Didn't the time change from when you originally started this? In a few ways. Originally, we started on Saturdays, then we moved it over to Sundays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern and 2:30 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So that's time. That's when we're officially going to be going live on Sundays. And that's that.
All right. And what are we talking about today, fellas?
So today, wanted to talk about a few topics. I didn't mean to cut you off there, Vash.
Oh, I didn't have anywhere to go with it, so I'm glad you did. I was like,
No,
quick, somebody
that's
jump in
great.
before I
Yeah.
finish this
So
sentence.
I do want to get into a few things. I wanted to get into the hype around this the Seekers 4-pack that just got announced, and then we'll talk about some particulars regarding that. And then also on top of talking about that 4-pack, we're going to be talking about Transformers Nate 84, his Instagram post basically as a Q&A following up to the release of that made to order 4-pack and then what to expect. And then also talking about like where they're at right now with Studio Series as a whole. And then after that, if we're still good on time, I think we can talk about some of the side projects that we're doing and kind of promote that stuff on the channel as well. And just go through the motions there. How you guys feeling about that?
That all sounds good, and it sounds like we got a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. So cool, works better for me. I'm glad, man. I appreciate you, taking time out of your Sunday to spend with us. So yeah, let's go ahead. And I wish I had slides ready for this this next part. Let me see if I can inject it really quick.
Or just take your time. We can
being a tech guy is
control.
being a tech guy is rough, man.
Yeah, Wayne. For those who don't know, Wayne is our tech guy. Everything that's set up through here, Wayne has done. Brandon and I have just kind of like sat back and been like, So
Wayne is the wheeljack of the crew, and we got
for real.
Optimus.
All right.
No, I'm far from Optimus. Don't even say that. Wait, tell me who you think you are. I'll tell you who I think I am. I am far from an Optimus.
Well, I would love to be Mirage, or I would love to be Blaster.
I think you could be Mirage, bro.
Favorite robots. But yeah, I think those are about as good as my character is going to get.
Yeah, no, I think Mirage is going to be perfect because we didn't see you when the stream started.
Yeah, I was here. I was just invisible. I was cloaked in the background.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you have your Brandon. You have your chain on. Wayne, where's your signature chain? You supposed to.
I know.
The thing is that
baby?
You're not gonna see it. And then what's even funnier is that I have like a green screen set up. So like you guys can see like there's a green screen behind me, but everyone on YouTube can see my living room. I just took a picture of it without me out of the frame. So I'll just disappear and then come back and have a chain. And people are like, where the hell did he go? Like, isn't it over there? Like in his cabinets?
At least they can't see your daughter running around tearing up.
Yeah, man. It's rough out here. I was trying to figure out. But yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So I want to stick on topic here for you guys. The Transformers made to order Seeker 4-pack has been announced. It is $149.99 US dollars. And also, I just want to clarify some stuff. If you guys saw me on Chris Jam's streams during the week, I want to clarify some misinformation. I mentioned that I was charged up front because I did pay for this, or I did put a pre-order in, and my assumption or what I had stated was that I was charged up front for it, and that's not correct. You can pre-order this, and you basically have up until September 8th of 2026 to cancel your pre-order. So if you miss September 8, 2026 and you pre-order this, you're locked in. You're going to get charged for it. Now, are they going to charge us now or when they ship it? Nobody has clearly stated that.
Wait. I'm sorry, Wayne. I'm going to have to, before you go any further, because this is not Hasbro's first made to order. They've done 3 of them already with the Marvel Legends. And so let me tell you how it works, because
perfect.
I have 3 of them already. So because Hasbro has done made to orders. I don't know if they did one for G.I. Joe, but for Marvel Legends they did Mephisto, they did the big Sentinels, and they've done Dragon Man, right?
Okay.
Right now the campaign is for X-Men 97 Apocalypse, so we put that pre-order in already. That should be coming to us in a few months.
Oh wow.
So with the made to orders, you have until what's the date? August 24th to order.
Yeah, you have up to
and that's
August 24th to pre-order, and then up to September 8th to cancel.
Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to clear up. August 24th is the last time you can order, right? Now
Yep.
they say you have until September 8th to cancel, and that may be true but if that's true, that's new because they for the other ones, for the Marvel Legends ones, right now if I wanted to, I went on Hasbro Pulse today. I could cancel Apocalypse right now if I wanted to, and that pre-order has been in. Because they don't charge you till it comes, so you can easily change your credit card number or whatever the case would be. Like, there's no way they can, like, because they don't charge you until it ships.
Okay.
So you can cancel at any time. Second thing is, for the September 8th, if you can't cancel after September 8th, that unless they're charging you September 8th, that can't be true because you can always change your credit card.
Right.
So that might be some misinformation somewhere. I don't know where that came
Transformer
from.
Nate put that on his Instagram.
Well,
Okay, because that's how the HasLabs work. With the HasLabs, you have a certain amount of time to cancel.
Right.
But with the made to orders, they're not charging you till it ships. So the other thing that I heard was it's coming out next year.
Mm-hmm.
What will happen is on the same day, just like a HasLab, they'll charge everybody. And for anybody whose card doesn't go through or whatever, I guess they'll have those extras in stock. So with the Sentinels and the Dragon Man, they had some extras that they sold. But with the Sentinels, they raised the price $50.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so because I bought Sentinel at $175, everybody once it more stock or whatever, it was $225. So be prepared for that if you don't get it on the initial thing.
Great googly moogly. Go for it, Brandon.
I just wanted to say I was one of those that canceled it. I had 3 on pre-order and decided I didn't want anymore.
That's crazy work. And then weren't you trying to get Vash to sell you one?
See, I wanted the old ones, the old ones that come with electronics. When I saw that those don't have electronics in it, and I already got one with electronics right here with the Wolverine and part of that 2-pack. Give me 3 more of those, and I've been on eBay, and them things are still $150, almost $200 for something that cost $100 5-6 years ago.
You know what? When they first came out, they were $100, but then I got them on sale for $50.
And you didn't tell me, or know me, or text me, or shoot me a smoke.
Sorry, man.
I have to. Once I get the time machine, I will.
Exactly.
I haven't gotten it back.
Well, how about you just give me yours for $50?
I'm gonna go back to 1999 and buy a house instead of a car.
For real.
I'll figure it out.
I would have said go back and invest in buying all them Transformers you missed out on.
Right.
You're sitting on a gold mine now.
Oh,
nah.
Right. Yeah.
I would have put like a few grand into Nvidia and Microsoft.
Dude, G1 Fort Max is an investment. 12 grand.
Who knew? I remember seeing that it wasn't Fort Max. I never saw a G1 Fort Max in person as a kid. Never, not once.
I never seen it either.
I still haven't.
I mean, you guys will see it at the convention. I think that's the cool thing. Like, I don't know how many. Yeah, have you gone to any Transformers conventions, Vash?
No, this TFCon will be my first.
Your first one.
Convention.
And you've been to one before, right, Brandon?
Oh yeah, I've been to DC twice and Charlotte once.
Yeah, it's super cool. I think like all those things that to me are like vaporware that like I read about like on websites and stuff like that, getting to finally see it in person. It's funny, you know, because that's I think for a lot of us collectors in general, they're the way stuff is now, right? Like you have to buy stuff like online and you know, you have to secure it online or you get FOMO or whatever the case may be. But half the time, you know, before the internet and all this crap, like if you just walked into a store, even if there was some stuff that you didn't want on the shelf, if it was in front of you, you were like, I'll buy it.
Man, I was out of the game after G1 ended when I was like 10, 11. I was completely out of the game on everything. Transformers. And when I jumped back in, I had no idea all those cartoons of the Transformers RID, the Transformers Energon, Cybertron, Transformers Prime. I didn't even know those existed. Well, I knew about Beast Wars because
Yeah, we knew about Beast Wars. We just weren't buying it.
I didn't buy any Beast Wars. I was because when Beast Wars came out, I was like 18, 19. I was like too cool for toys, But at 40, I was like, oh yeah, toys. I'm in. So
Yeah.
I came back in, but like I really missed out on a lot. And let me ask you this, Wayne, because you're would you consider yourself a G1er? I'm definitely a G1er, even though I'm open to explore. As a G1er, do you feel like did you miss out on all those cartoons, or were you watching those as from like 1980?
I was watching them. I was born in 1980, so I was 5 years old, 4 to 5 when Transformers was on TV.
I'm talking about the following, like Armada, Energon, RID.
The only one that was new that I watched was RID.
Mm-hmm.
And one miss in the chat. Of course, I used to work at Circuit City dating myself. That's what those displays were for. I actually had a holiday job at Circuit City. It was great. I think we talked about it on a previous stream too.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah, those were the days.
Did Circuit City even sell toys? Because I don't even recall.
They might have. I was just in the tech section.
I don't remember. I remember Radio Shack sold that Shockwave, that original Shockwave. And I think I remember seeing it, but I wasn't collecting.
They showed a lot. They sold a lot of stuff,
yeah.
But it wasn't, brand wise. It was just, the Radio Shack brand.
Well, I mean, I think they were independently owned stores, but I don't want to segue too much off of that stuff. What's up, Big Easy? Thank you for coming through.
Hey, Big Easy. Big Easy is I don't know if I can use the word confirmed, but Big Easy says they're going to be at TFCon in Orlando.
Looking
forward to seeing you there. All right,
come hang out.
Yeah, there's a couple of anybody who's going to TFCon, like let us know, because Brandan, you're going.
Yep, I'm gonna
Wayne,
be there.
You're being a party pooper. Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you. Party pooper.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got a hair at my ass when I was 40 and wanted to start a family, and I just got sick of being like Uncle, what's his name, McScrooge, sleeping on my bed of money every night, just being a free bird. I was just like, I think I want to settle down, be a dad. So I can't just go and frolic around. I mean, I think like on a whim, like 2018, I went out to Atlantic City to go watch a video game tournament. I literally went out there for I was there for 24 hours. Like flew in, went to the tournament.
The West Coast your whole life?
What's that?
You've been on the West Coast your whole life?
Like, yeah, California, born and raised.
I thought you said your pops was in Missouri.
No, my mother's
Missouri.
My mother's side of the family is from Missouri.
Oh, okay.
My father's from Panama.
Okay, I got you. Fair enough. But
Panama, that's a nice place.
We will get photo and video footage of Wayne running through New Orleans, shirtless, probably drunk somewhere on TV to talk about on the next Energon T at TFCon, probably.
Listen, I'm happy to be going to TFCon, but I would love to be in New Orleans with you. I would love to be there.
New Orleans is great.
Are you going for work or fun?
I have a buddy that's getting married on Halloween of all days.
That's the best place to do that.
Right. So like TFCon's like the weekend before. So like imagine telling my wife, because she originally was supposed to come with me and she doesn't want to go because my daughter's favorite holiday is Halloween and they all want to go to Disneyland for that. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to cancel on my buddy's wedding. Like, I'm sorry. Right. So there's plenty of Halloween she'll get to see. God willing, I'll get to see the rest of them. But not to be morbid. But I want to take your guys' temperature too on this made to order stuff too going on with Hasbro, because there's a few things like in my head also that have come up, and we'll kind of get to that so it doesn't seem like I'm just yapping about. What kind of stuff would you like to see in this Hasbro made to order line moving forward?
That's an interesting one. You know what I think might be good? Based on what Hasbro has been doing with the made to order, because Hasbro made, like I said, the giant Sentinels, so they're not afraid to do like big things. They're not doing anything small and cheap. Like they just did Mephisto, he's not big, but he's definitely like a piece.
He's the figure.
Yeah, but because like they gave him like a throne and like they made it because it's $90, so they gave you enough stuff that it's not just a figure. Dragon Man is a heavy piece, so they're doing like bigger things. They're not just like giving you. It's not like we're gonna get like a Blur as a made to order, you know. Like maybe I want to
Animated Blur.
but it's,
Right, some people want stuff like that.
Right. I don't know if that. I mean, I guess that could. I mean, well, let's look at this first one. It's 4 figures as a made to order. So, I mean, what's the boat's name that everybody wants?
Broadside. But
Broadside.
I don't know, man. Can they pull? I think they would probably make that a Titan or a, for all 4 modes, for it to be able to carry the Autobots or the aerial bots would be nice. But I mean, it would be way out of scale compared to what we already got if you compare them to Springer and Sandstorm. So I don't know how they're going to do it. But
let me ask a
we
question.
all know that they know about it. They know about it. They're going to do it. We just don't know how.
I'll ask a question. You guys would probably know better than me off the rip. Is Broadside like a season 1, season 2 character, or is he 3 and 4?
Just
He's
3.
Just
3. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't see how he would be like, because they announced like the Studio Series 84 stuff, and we'll get into that a bit later. But they're saying with the Studio Series 84 stuff, they want to do true to scale, whatever that's supposed to mean. But if we're just locked into those first 2 seasons, I'm like who?
Well, see, that's
okay.
That
Go ahead, Brandan.
I'm just saying, when they say true to scale, are we talking about Transformer scale, or are we talking about real life scale?
Like toy scale? Come on now, they're not doing like a 1-to-1 Optimus Prime to where you're gonna go order a Peterbilt truck.
Well,
no. I think what Brandan means is, are they going by the robot mode or the alternate mode? Because like
Correct.
like for instance, Soundwave, if they go true to scale for a cassette player, Soundwave is going to be the size of Rumble. So I think for so here's
I joked about this, but yeah, go on.
90% of my YouTubes are about scale because I'm all about Transformer scale. To me, Transformers are like G.I. Joes, where the Transformer Soundwave, as an example, Soundwave is the character. Soundwave is the figure, not the cassette player. Optimus Prime is the figure, not the truck. He happens to turn into a truck, but they're selling Optimus Prime. So for me, I would imagine that they're going by the scale of this character. So like Astro Train, he's a big one. The character Astro Train is like, a little shorter than Megatron. What he turns into is irrelevant.
Correct.
Just, like that toy, that action figure is going to do its best. So for Broadside, who is the big controversy, people want a Titan because he turns into a
carrier,
aircraft carrier, but the character is not a Titan. The character is like Jetfire size.
Correct.
So I don't know.
His scale never made sense. I mean, they got a whole ass episode of the aerial bot sitting inside of him, attacking, a planet. Yep. So
yeah. But just like he's like Astro Train. I mean, the thing is, Transformers grow and shrink, and I think people either it's perception is different in every human being. Everybody looks at something like we might have the same thoughts and same ideas, but everybody sees something their own way, and you can't blame someone else for saying, "Well, I think it should transform like this." Like that's your perception, and that's not wrong,
right?
So, I mean, Transformers grow and shrink. Like you've got to come to terms with that.
Maybe it's
Astro Train is not going to be a Titan.
Maybe it's the viewpoint of a mini-bot. Maybe when you see him looking extra large, and then compared to normal size bots, he looks like average. But like you said, how are you going to explain? Because in season 3, even though it's about, like you said, season 1 and 2 or whatever, he was still bigger than Springer, and he was still bigger than Sandstorm. And I'm like, man, and they got them as accurate to scale, to the 86 line right now. So I'm like, so you're saying we're going to get a leader class now, Broadside? Is that what you're trying to tell me? So
I think he'd be a commander if he's going to be Jetfire size, because that's the character is about the same size as Jetfire.
Now,
remember, he's smaller than Ultra Magnus.
So what would you say about Octane because he's about the same size of Astro
As
Train.
Cyclonus and Scourge.
I would say Astro Train.
In robot mode?
Yeah, robot mode. He's a big guy.
Is Astro Train bigger than Cyclonus and Scourge in robot mode?
I don't know. You got the stuff on the shelf. Let me see.
Well,
yeah, I can't see. I can't find it.
Have you seen the cartoon?
Yes, I've seen the cartoon.
you remember he's born in what was it, 87, 89?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you know Octane, you know Octane is the same height as Cyclonus and Scourge and Starscream. Remember, Starscream took over Octane's body. Like, they're the same height.
Yes, I remember that episode. Just not to every detail like you do, but yes,
I mean, to be fair, before we go into down that route, season 3 and season 4 are full of like the most horrible animation inaccuracies of the Transformers universe. Season 2 had some bangers in there as well as like there's like certain scenes where Starscream's talking, but it's like thundercrackers on the screen, and then it'll flip back, and then it'll flip back, and then Starscream all of a sudden, or Jetfire, like his first episode when he shows up. 1 second he has the Autobot insignia on his chest. 1 second he has they flip away, cut back, he has the Decepticon insignia, and there's. I think rewatching it now, like I notice stuff like that more than paying attention to the episode, and that's probably just fully developed ADHD or something. But
yeah, I feel like as a kid I might have saw it and it just didn't register, and now we're looking at it like, I mean, you look at anything nowadays that you watched as a kid, and you're like even like jokes that they said, and not just in Transformers, just in media in general. You're like, I didn't catch that as a kid, but now I know what they were doing.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
I also want to take a quick second here. Time of the End, Z6V said that he spoke to somebody in Hasbro Pulse customer service about the 4-pack Seekers, and they said that they'll charge like any other pre-order at the time of shipping.
Okay, then you got a long time to come up with that money.
Yeah, but you still only have till September 8th to cancel. Otherwise, you're locked in for a year. So don't change your banks.
Fine.
Don't change your underwear. Don't change a thing. Don't change your address.
Expire.
Well, my thing is though, like that. We'll see what happens on September 8th. But like I said, with my made to order Apocalypse, like when you go into your pre-orders and it says cancel item, I have that option to cancel right now. So I mean, I unless they're changing the way they do it, I don't know where that you can only cancel by this date came from. Because that's how it works with HasLab. They give you to a certain date, but they charge you. Like they charge you if this was a HasLab, they would charge us on the 24th, and you'd have until September 8th to cancel, or else you're locked in. But if they're not charging you, you can't be locked in.
Yeah, I don't know. I use a dedicated credit card to buy all this stuff. So
yeah.
That way I don't have to worry about it. I love watching YouTube videos from like, I mean, probably you guys too or something like that, where someone's like, hey, Hasbro said this was showing up in October and all my pre-orders hit like this week, and now I got to eat ramen for the next like 2 weeks. I'm like, nah, they're not doing me dirty like that again. I got a whole financial situation dedicated to that crap now. And the thing is, too, after the Leo Kaiser experience, I stopped using my bank account with Hasbro because
wait, what happened with Leo Kaiser?
With my Leo Kaiser HasLab thing, the campaign had ended, and everyone's like, "Oh, I got charged," and I'm like, "I didn't get charged." And I go on a Hasbro Pulse, and I saw they canceled my order. And I was like, what? And so I got on the phone with their customer service, and I'm like, hey, what the hell happened? They're like, oh, well, the money didn't go through. And I'm like, I'm looking at the money right here. And so I gave them my bank information over the phone. They charged me, and it didn't go through. And I don't know, maybe if it was seen as like some kind of financial attack that, a bunch of people got charged a very specific dollar amount at the same time throughout their banking institutions, as what was it, like 50,000 people that joined the campaign. So maybe it was seen as some kind of threat. And then I even had like a buddy, his stuff got canceled on pre-order, and then his Hasbro Pulse Premium membership got canceled as well because they couldn't draft the payment. And he also banks with Chase, so I just switched it over to PayPal.
Yeah.
So anything I order from Pulse now is all PayPal.
Right. That's exactly what happened to me. And what happened was, I don't know. I can just tell you what I heard. Something happened where all orders for a certain amount of time had to go through PayPal. I think they fixed it since then, but I never used PayPal. I had no problem. And then my Dragon Man paid made to order got canceled the day everybody's thing went through. And they were like, hey, I just got an email saying, sorry, you canceled. And I was like, I didn't cancel. And so ever since then, I started using PayPal, but now they're back to the credit card. So there was a period of time, and I think it was around that period. So I think that's exactly what happened. Everybody had to go through PayPal.
Yeah, that whole thing was nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is, it sucks with the toys because sometimes when these things go through, you can't get it again. You can't just be like, hey,
exactly.
Let me get one. They're like, oh no, that was a one-time thing. Sorry.
That's why my heart sunk with the Leo Kaiser, because I had bought Star Saber and Death Source aftermarket. That cost me like $600.
Mm-hmm. Could have bought it from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I wasn't speaking to you like that at the time. and even now that I know you have it, I'd be like, unbox your Star Saber first and show it to me to make sure that none of the plastic cracked, and then I'll buy it. Because my Victory Leo, actually, his knee joint is fully cracked.
Really?
Brand new in box. It was never opened. They sent it to me in the Hasbro packaging.
Did anybody else have that? Because I know with that Optimus Prime, the RID Prime, everybody had issues.
I think some people said that the plastic quality on Victory Saber wasn't that great, and they remedied that with Death Saurus, who I didn't have any issues with. I'm just afraid to, mess with Death Saurus because he has like that one figure that has the gold paint on its wings, the cassette. So like, I don't even want to mess with that because of the gold paint. I don't want it to chip. But it's like his chest piece.
Gold plastic.
Yeah, right. I haven't opened any of the HasLabs, but of all the ones that I have, I really want to open Leo Kaiser because I see everybody playing with theirs, and it looks really fun.
You know what's funny is that I must have watched like everybody else's videos on it. I watched like a whole like hour-long video of everything getting unboxed, put together. And then when I filmed the Superion video the other day, and I was like, I was able to combine him without reading the manuals, and I was like, that's nice. But then I was like, dude, he doesn't have waist swivel, but you have to lift up his front skirt to turn his hips.
Wait, who? Leo Kaiser?
Leo Kaiser. No, he does have waist rotation. It's just the front skirt. You have to lift it up to twist his waist. I was thinking that the mushroom peg for the waist was above that, so I'm like, well, nope, that's not going to happen. So user error. Plus, it was like probably 3 or 4 in the morning, so I was just delirious at that point. Yeah. So as far as like the made to order stuff, I think I think it's good, like if it comes in waves, because like you have experience ordering like the Marvel Legends stuff. I think they just started doing that with the G.I. Joe stuff as well. And I think like if they can get some parallel properties of like stuff that they don't want to get in stores, this is kind of like the conspiracy theory stuff that I wanted to kind of get into. Is that one, obviously like it allows us an opportunity to get like more obscure figures that we know aren't going to go into retail. 2, I think Hasbro is also doing this to prevent leakers, like famous YouTubers or whatever the case may be, whatever has everyone up in arms. It prevents them from getting a figure because these are made to order. They're not going to be manufactured with the intent of packaging up for retail and selling them. So they're not going to be like in some kind of factory. It's going to be like Leo Kaiser, pretty much like Evan and, Mark are going to be the ones that have access to these things. So that gives Hasbro the ability to kind of regain the hype of their own products without having, somebody spoil it and then have everybody on the internet, say it sucks before anyone gets their hands on it. So I think like that's kind of like their path forward to kind of taking the brand back, because I'm sure these YouTubers hurt sales more than they think they do. Like I get it that people want to complain about what they're spending their money on, or whatever the case may be. But again, this stuff is not stocks, it's toys. You know, some toys are going to suck, some toys are going to be awesome.
Right.
What do you guys think about that?
It makes sense. It does make sense. I wonder, is it because they can only do that with the made to orders? You're still going to have your regular retail figures that are still going to get their leaks. And I'm like, well, if they're doing that to get ahead of the game, let's say they took the made to orders out, they would still have the same amount of figures that are going to get leaked by the same YouTubers. So I mean, I don't like it's a possibility. It's a good theory. But I just wonder, is it that helpful?
Well, we're thinking small fry, right? Because this is an easy cash grab. It's just for seekers. It's brainless. They don't have to do individual boxing.
Yep.
They can throw 4 books in one package. But I'm thinking more of like, you know, other properties people want to see. Because I'll say Transformers animated or Prime or whatever, for instance, that I think like they start making toys of those figures for like mainline, but they G1ify them. And, you know, the fans of those shows hate that because they want like the animated, you know, I want Prime Optimus Prime. I don't want G1ified Prime Optimus Prime, or, you know, whatever figures it is that they've been G1ifying. And it's like, what if they do that with the made to order, where they give you your Transformer animated figures that you want, but they know probably won't move on shelves. And then, you know, there won't be some YouTuber like farting it up for Hasbro ahead of time. Again, this is G1 pandering starting off. And I think like with the momentum they have of the Seeker mold, this is a perfect, you know, entryway into this to see how it does. And then, you know, to start sprinkling into those different properties that they want to, you know, like if they go to Comic-Con and say like, oh, we're announcing our HasLab, but also we have like these 3 made to order things coming up to hit that yum for like these different groups of the fandom at the same time. The G1ers get what they want. The Beast Wars people get what they want. The, you know, the Armada people get what they want. And then we don't have to worry about like who's going to fit into what line or a theme. And they can continue to do like whatever it is they plan for the mainline theme, like evolution of primes or whatever the case may be.
It all works.
Go for it, Brandan.
I would say you made valid points, because I've been seeing all over Transformer fandom that there's characters they want that they can't necessarily make right now for the shelves because they fear it's not going to move, or the price point, or like you said in previous shows, Walmart controls what goes on the shelf. So if Walmart's not going to pick it up, nobody else is going to do it. And that's a dilemma that Playmates is dealing with right now with the Power Rangers, and people are uproar with the Dragon Zord not being there. But going back to Transformers, I've been seeing people talk about Beast Wars Rampage Transmetal figure, Depth Charge Transmetal figure. I've been hearing things about people. How did you start Transformers Prime figures in Legacy? You didn't give us Prime. You didn't give us Megatron. You didn't give us well, they gave us RC. They didn't give us Bumblebee. That's what I was about to say. You didn't give us Starscream in that, you know, that design. Then you bounce to Armada now. You skipped RID. The only RID figure you gave us was Toe Line. So I'm like, maybe you're gonna just or maybe it was a Sideburn also. I think Sideburn was part of RID too. So it's like it gives us a chance to fill out these other Transformer fandoms, and they can see if people are really interested in these fandoms where they can possibly make more money in, or they just push them to the side and put them in the regular releases like the Age of Evolution. I think that's what it is, Age of Evolution.
Or whatever. Age of Evolution, whatever they're going to call it.
But yeah, I mean, it's a great idea. It's a great marketing program or scheme or whatever you want to say, because it works. Now, I just want to say this out here. I want them to do the Omnibots. Don't put them in a 3-pack. I mean, they are triple changers. So I don't care if you upscale them to Voyager class, but long as you give us all of the accessories. Make sure they can do all 3 modes. They got the robot in a very distinct vehicle mode. I think that would be a good idea if they did that. That would work.
with the Transformers, there's a possibility that anybody could work. I'm very familiar with the Omnibots. I remember, I think we talked about it here. As a kid, you would have to mail away to get them. They were never sold in stores. And
Exactly.
what is it? Camshaft, Overdrive, and I can never think of the third one. Wayne, Brandon, help me with the third one. Downshift. That's always the one I forget.
I had Overdrive.
When you ordered them through the mail, did you get one or you got all three?
I got one because, well, I'm an idiot. I thought it was Sideswipe.
I could see that, though. I could see that.
Yeah. I was like, why is he a Ferrari? Isn't he a Lambo?
So that's the thing. Like, when it comes to Transformers, you never know who's going to do well. There's a possibility that those Omnibots will be a great idea. That might work. I think, and I this is my theory, I think this is the perfect opportunity for them to do the DJD because they don't have to go into stores and a lot of people will want them. I don't know how many there are, but I hear them.
Break it down.
The Decepticon Justice Division.
Oh, okay.
The one that turns into like an electric chair. They turn into like torture devices, but they're very popular in the comic books. But they can't. Not that they can't, but there's the idea that they won't sell them in stores because they do turn into like torturous devices. And so, but they're a really popular group, and a lot of people have been asking for them. So I don't know, but I would think that that'd be the way to go to get those out there. But I don't know how many of them there are. I want to say maybe 6. So I don't know, but that would be a good made to order, in my opinion.
Yeah, it would be funny on the subject of that. If we get the Omnibots and an opportunity, if they're on their 4-pack wave, redo tracks, please, Mother of God, and throw them in there with those cars because he would fit that team as far as like bot mode, car mode, and then like something with a gimmick because he turns into like a weird plane too. Not really. Yeah. I mean, he has wings, and these guys, they have flip out guns and all that stuff. So, why not make him an unofficial member of the Omnibots?
I mean, they gave you Sunstorm with the 3 Rainmakers, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. But I mean, let me tell you something. I remember sitting in my house watching a Hasbro Pulse live stream, having no idea Trax was about to be announced. And when they announced it, I was like, oh, because I was so excited. And then jumped to a few months later when I got that toy in my hand. And have you ever been like disappointed at first sight? Like the second I touched that thing, I was like, this ain't it.
Yeah, but I figured I don't even own Studio Series 86 Astro Train.
But okay, I'll allow that if you're going by the way he looks and what you're thinking. But let me tell you something. That ain't a bad toy. I'm sorry. He might not look like what you need it to look like. Get it. But that ain't a bad toy. He's on my shelf. He wasn't gonna go on the shelf, but he's on the shelf. Brandon, do you have him?
You already know I got him. Way better than what
I know that. The audience doesn't know that. Tell the audience if you have him.
Yes, I have him. I reviewed him. I love him. He has replaced my Siege copy. Yes, I do not mind that he has the flippers, the flip-flops, the slides, the skis, whatever you want to call it. That is not the issue. Yes, a toy. I mean, now, not all toys are made perfect. There are going to be flaws on every single toy because everybody has an opinion on how it should be made. So for Wayne's dilemma, he doesn't really care for the chest. I don't think the chest is that bad. Most people have took it to their own hands where they paint it. Now, Toy Hacks now has came out with the chest labels to make it look 10 times better. I'm on the fence of ordering that, but I'm waiting for promo codes. But that's not a deal breaker for me. The part that made me want to pick it up was a simplified look of all the other figures that we already have, like Megatron. And Megatron doesn't have all that detailing. So to have a simplified Megatron right here, it works. And that's why it makes all the other stuff work well with the Seekers that are coming out. Soundwave, Shockwave, they all have that same molded detail where it's more cartoonified than more vehicleified, if that's what I'm trying to, if you understand me.
No, I get what you're saying. Again, the Astro Train thing is 100% my opinion, and I don't want anyone that's watching or listening to take anything that I say or anything that Brandon or Vash says and use that as like a means to form your own opinion. Like,
I think you could take mine and
well,
actually run with it. I think I have the
I'll
authority on
vouch
the
for
situation.
Vash, and his opinion should be your opinion.
I mean,
But for me, I'm just gonna be like that realist or Debbie Downer person of the crew.
FOMO. You got FOMO, bro.
Really quickly, I would like to shout out. I hope you're still here because sometimes you got to run in, run out. You got to do the dishes, stuff like that. Onesimus Prime talks to. I don't know if he talks to you guys a lot. I see him in the chat a lot. I'd seen him on Instagram a lot, and I believe Onesimus Prime is going to TFCon in Orlando also this year. He says here he's been before, but I feel like we've talked. They said they're going, and you're another person that we are looking forward to seeing there. If you go, I'm not saying you have to go, but if you are going,
don't be shy either when we get there. Don't be shy. Just give us some love, some dap. Say it's so and so. We watch the show all the time. Don't be a creeper when you come up, because you know how some people do. When I say they're a creeper, they come up or I'll say this: we're down to earth guys. We're not snobs. We're not snooty. When you come to us, we're gonna give love because you showed love. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, I'll leave all the other stuff that I want to say for later because I didn't want to take a shot at somebody. But we'll make sure when you come to these conventions, everybody, it's a PSA, public service announcement. Make sure you come with good hygiene. That's the one thing that happens at these conventions that I don't understand. You know it's gonna be a lot of people here. Why you coming here smelling like that? And it's Transformers, man.
That's everybody's any convention, excited. Brother.
Why? You stink. Practice personal hygiene. If you don't think you stink, ask somebody in the room or a house before you get here. Because if you come up to me stinking, I'm not gonna be. I mean, I might be pretty blunt. It might not be nice. Please don't come up to me all funky.
Vash is befuddled. What do you got for me, Vash?
When you go, Vash, you're gonna be like, "Yo, why does this dealer?"
This man is bamboozled right now.
I have never wanted to have a paper bag over my head before, as I do right now.
I'm just saying, bro.
You just told our whole audience they stink.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God.
No, I did not. I said just public service announcement. Please practice good hygiene. That's all I said. We're all
the Energon T podcast has just been set back 30 years.
I'm like, hey, you can say what's up to me. I know y'all stink.
Wayne could have interrupted me anytime. He knows exactly what I'm talking about.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna pray for you guys that they have the AC on because the weather in Florida is bipolar.
Oh,
it can either be a nice day or it's gonna smell like the back of an ice machine.
Let me tell you something. It gets hot in Orlando. I've been down to Disney and Universal, and at 3 o'clock, it's like you're on the sun, right? And you know when black people get hot, they get an attitude, and I have no problem sharing my attitude when I'm hot. I'm like, don't touch me. I don't want to eat, but I'm also starving. I don't want to go anywhere, but I don't want to stay here. Like I'm a mess when I'm hot. Just leave me alone.
Imagine the convention
until I cool off.
Let me tell you, if I'm walking a convention floor and someone else's wet, sweaty forearm brushes against mine, I'm like, I need to go sit in a corner. I need to wait till this clears out. I'm gonna go get a sandwich or something. I can't do it.
That's why people sit outside the dealer room for a little bit to cool down.
I'm telling you, those conventions and stuff like that, I'll wear like a long sleeve Under Armour shirt under my t-shirt just in case anyone else's skin touches mine. I just like
you running sprints in there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I am no, in all seriousness, I am so looking forward to go into TFCon. I don't know, like people can tell you what to expect and what it's going to be like and how much fun you're going to have, and they can prepare you. But none of that really matters until you get there. I mean,
Right.
The experience of being there is going to be. I'm expecting the best, and I feel like I'm going to have a great time. And there's so many people that I'd want to say hi to and meet and talk to, and there's nobody there that I'm hoping I don't see. Like I don't have any enemies or people that I can't stand. Like I want to say hi to everybody. Yeah.
Perfect.
So
while we're segueing away from the TFCon, I'm excited for you guys to go check that out. TFCon LA is pretty much like 15 minutes away from where I live, so it's nice. Normally the only bad thing about it for me is financial decisions, and I think those autograph lines kind of suck too, because they have you standing out in the sun, basically for like hours on end until you go to take pictures or get signatures from like the bigger stars. Some of the other like Sue Blue or Dan Gilvezan, they'll kind of be like where the artist alley used to be, so you kind of have direct access to them. But I think with like that whole situation with that weird stalker girl or something that was saying that she was gonna jump like Peter Cullen's bones if she saw him, so they upped the security with that. And you had to go through some hoops. They only let like a certain amount of people in the room at a time. It was on the other side of the convention. They were separated from all the other voice actors. So that's the only thing that sucks about TFCon is at least LA is the autograph portion of it. But like they were at some like what is it, a fan expo in Anaheim, and you could just walk up to them at that convention. Not even like the same type of ordeal. So,
I mean, I honestly,
Go ahead, Brandan.
I did something on the chat, and Vash.
I'm looking at the mess right now.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
How do you mess up the whole chat?
I don't know. All I did was put in that. I hope the AC doesn't fail.
You're good. All I see is your comments. I don't see what you did to the chat.
No, he deleted like 35 messages.
Oh no. He didn't delete anything, guys.
Because it was hidden, because he's not a subscriber, it says. That's what it says on my one.
What?
Subscribers only mode messages appear are for people who subscribe to the channel for 1 minute or longer. And
I have that set up as a precaution so people can't come in here and like type BS in the chat.
Oh, okay.
It used to be 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's what I was saying. Fire, Vash. You're good to go. But, I'm sorry.
But you deleted every one of Onesimus Prime's comments.
I don't know how I did it. All I did was hit.
Oh, he did do that.
My comment. I don't know how it happened.
Okay, stay off the chat. Stay off the chat. You focus on the live stream. Don't touch the chat again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let me see it. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Let me see the hands.
Leave them just like that.
Step away from the computer, sir.
You weren't touching it 3 seconds, and you messed up the entire internet.
All I was trying to do was say I hope it don't fail. Because I saw his comment about the AC and humidity.
We have 3 followers, and you have alienated 5. I don't know how you were able to do that today.
It's okay. I fixed it.
Yay!
Kind of.
Onesimus Prime is never going to speak to us again.
I'm
He's
sorry.
like, what did I do?
After we just begged him to say hi.
I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know what I did. All I did was put a comment in, hit send, and then next thing you know, it's like 30-something comments deleted. I was like, what? How?
Shut off all the electricity in Virginia.
Just to let you guys know in the chat as well, we did fire up a Discord today. So I immediately will take away Brandon's sub-admin rights before he deletes the entire thing.
Be the lurker on the chat.
He'd be the one guy that doesn't have 2-factor authentication, and so it gets like a hostile takeover.
Well, to my defense, I have ran my own Discord. It's just been a while. I hosted my own football leagues, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Brandon, we're just joking. It's fine, but we're just joking. Nobody's mad at you. But I did sit here and like in real time, I was watching you like do all this, and I'm just like, while Wayne was talking, I'm sitting here like freaking out, and I didn't want to say anything, I didn't want to interrupt Wayne, but I saw you try to fix it, and I'm just like, oh my god,
dude. That's
but
funny.
everything's cool. It's all fine.
Well, in the streaming software, I just see like the visible chat, and then until I looked at YouTube, and I'm seeing like message was deleted by YeahBro Entertainment, and I'm all I think what you probably meant to do was click on something else, and somebody else chatted in there, and it moved the button.
I was trying to heart it. I was like, you can heart stuff on live, I think. So I was trying to heart that. And
yeah, no, do this from now on. Just hit the screen with one of these and move on.
I'll tell you this though, if anything, tomorrow people are gonna be like, "Yo, I was watching this live stream last night. That shit was a mess."
Bro, he banned me. I was like, I love you guys, like weirdo.
Who knows what's gonna happen on this show?
Good lord,
it was an accident. I apologize,
man.
brother.
All right, so listen, we haven't talked. Okay, first of all,
I
want to say I have loved this conversation so far, but we have not gotten off of the first topic that we meant to talk about.
I was trying to segue.
I'm not saying we're moving on.
I was trying to segue, but I think I closed the topics trying to fix the chat. So yeah, the next the only other topic.
We're not finished.
Go for it. Sorry,
I'm not finished with the made to order. We haven't even talked about who they made to order.
Go for it.
We haven't talked about. Okay, because the idea here is they made the made to order of the 3 Rainmakers and Sunstorm, right?
Mm-hmm.
People want the Rainmakers. They were in the cartoon. They're great colors. They're great designs. People love the new Seeker mold, but at the same time, the Seekers were never on Earth. Well, in the cartoon they weren't. I don't know if the Rainmakers ever came to Earth in the comic books, but I think I only know them as Tetrajets. I honestly have no interest in the Rainmakers as Seekers. What about you guys?
I have them.
Go for it, Brandon.
I have them. I have one that was the Hasbro Masterpiece version for Acid Storm, which I thought was great with the camouflage. The ones that came as in the you call it the TF Chug, I guess you could say, classics, with the Henkei Universe and Generations line. They came out with the remainder, and like I said, I mean, they all had that same Chug mode, and I think it was great. I mean, just to see all the jets that any color we could possibly think about. Surprisingly, we didn't get a pink one, but we got pretty much all the colors of the rainbow, pretty much, except black. Well, we got black. We just didn't get brown, and we didn't get pink. So I'm okay with it.
For me, it's not too much of a bother for me. Like, I would like the 3-pack in Tetrajets without the damage. Well, I think they don't have damage on their deco, right?
I honestly can't
remember. I think they're the only set of characters from that War for Cybertron line that don't have damage on them.
Mm-hmm.
I never opened.
And I think they have waist rotation too, right? As opposed to the other Seeker molds. So
waist rotation, yep.
I mean, I can see why they made them modern jets instead of just re-releasing them without grebbling. It makes sense for them to have all of that detail on them, as opposed to like that more plain G1 style that they're trying to go with, like the more common Seekers.
Right.
As far as was it Sunstorm? Is that the one that's the IDW guy? Or not IDW, sorry, Dreamwave.
Well, I found out also, not found out, but I was reminded he's actually in the cartoon. He's in the first episode. He's one of the 3 welcoming committee guys.
Right. Yep. So again, they get the cartoon accuracy there, but a very small niche of the fandom, and that's what Transformers Nate was talking about, is that they have no plans to do a Dreamwave version of this figure. Obviously, there have been some attempts at making that. And it's, you know, I'm not, again, I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. Like, obviously, if there's somebody that's invested into the lore, wants like a lore specific character from one of the most obscure and hard to read, get your hands on comic books that exist, because Dreamwave doesn't exist. Like they were like around from like 1998 to maybe 2001 and 2002, and then they went bankrupt because the owner Alvin Chu or whatever was basically embezzling money. And so that's what caused that studio to shut down. So for anyone to say that they want anything from Dreamwave is somebody that like consumed media in that time. So you're like a very small percentile of the fandom. You're like an overachiever basically, as like I would like Hasbro to release this one thing that maybe 10% of like the Transformers community even know.
What's the difference between the Sunstorm we're getting and the Dreamwave one? Because I don't know
The
Dreamwave
one, he's like some kind of deity. So he's like some kind of lord, and he has like this crazy fusion cannon like arm or something like that. I didn't read too much into like his backstory because again, it's the Dreamwave comics, and unless you can physically get your hands on them they're not web comics. You can't go to like what is it, comic books or whatever the app is, like the whatever. You can't download the books. Like you would have to physically get them.
Huh.
I don't know if you guys saw that far in my show 2 episodes ago. My buddy from my neighbor,
the first show, right?
He gave me the picture of it, which I know I don't have right now, so I can't pull it up. I think the deco was more like canary yellow, I guess, or maybe in the photo that he sent me. So it's not like, it's sort of like Nova Storm, but not as dull or maybe as light. It's like an orange yellow for the IDW version, because I know the one that we have that's coming for us made for order is more like a orange versus more like a yellow orange is how he appeared in the IDW.
Yeah, I want to correct that. It's not IDW, it's Dreamwave.
Okay, well,
yeah, IDW is who owned the license after the fact, and IDW still exists. But Dreamwave was like, they did like a bunch of anime themed comic books. I have a bunch of their books upstairs.
Now, at the time, I guess when they had this license, I'm assuming they made the comic books for some of the characters that came out for the toys that time, right? And we might have them.
No.
For toys coming out during the time?
No, I don't think there was any Dreamwave iterations of the Transformers done. I think they gave them creative freedom to kind of do what they wanted, and they like revived a lot of obscure characters in their comic book story. But like when they came and they went, like IDW didn't pick up that continuity where they left off. They just started anew in IDW.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed all of that. By the time I came around, they were so far. Well, IDW was the second one, right? Dreamwave was first. Yeah, by the time I came around to IDW, they were like done. Like there was no. I would have never been able to catch up. So I don't know anything about it.
Right, and that's the thing. Like you didn't have the digital platforms that they have now. This is all pre like TFW 2005 as well. For those that are watching. So those comic books, they were on the shelves when I was buying them. I just didn't have any interest in buying Transformers comics at the time. Like I picked them up and I like the artwork, and that's really like what I was buying those books for, because it was just all anime inspired stuff. Like if you were reading X-Men back at that time, I think like Joe Madureira was doing X-Men. And he has a very heavy like anime style for his art, and that carried basically Dreamwave rode that wave because anime started to pop at this time. So like all of their books, they have like sci-fi thrillers. One of my favorite artists who actually works in animation, LaShawn Thomas, black artist as well, lives in Korea. He is like the artistic director of the Boondocks cartoon.
Oh, nice.
But he did this comic book called Arcanum. And the way that he drew it, like, it looks so crazy. I wish I could find these books, man. And then, like, when Wizard Magazine at the time used to come out, he would break down, like, his artistic style of like how he does those books, because most artists will draw like, you know, the background and then the characters, but he drew his comic books like he was working in animation. So he would actually draw all of his backgrounds first and then draw all of the characters separately and then put them all together when he was making
Like
the book. So it looks like animation cells, like his book. And so that's the wave I was on when Dreamwave was a thing. But like he stopped drawing the book around like issue 6, and then I just kind of was like, because that's like I mean I don't know, I know Brandan casually collects comics, but I know Vash, you might be a little bit more in that realm. When an artist starts a book and then they move off of that book, like I move off of that book. I don't care if the story's still going on. So for me, like reading X-Men was hard because it was always hopping between like Adam Kubert, Jim Lee, Will Sportasio, you know, Mark Silvestri, whoever it was at the time. And then they all left and went to Image Comics. So I just stopped reading Marvel at the time.
Right.
But I didn't mean to take that huge segue away from the Transformers comics and Acid Storm and his origin and all that stuff. But his origin, the figure people want are from a very obscure comic book series.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, I got the 4-pack. I'm getting the 4-pack, even though they don't turn into Tetrajets. But in the we talked about this before. In the cartoon, the robot mode looks the same whether they're a Tetrajet or a Earth Seeker.
Right.
So they'll be on my shelf in robot mode. I'm going to take my Siege Tetrajets and put them in Tetrajet mode and put them over there with my Nemesis. That way I have the best of both worlds. But if they didn't put this, well, I mean, I guess I did want Sunstorm. But yeah, I don't need those Seekers, but I'll take them, and I at least I can find a place for them in the collection, which is good enough for me.
Right. And Time of the End said in the comics, I didn't mean to cut you off, Brandon. It says like in the comics, IDW, they turn into Earth mode and this same two-tone color, but they are also, or I think he's just saying like the Hasbro's advertising these figures as studio series. So I think like there's people are getting it misconstrued. Like studio series is starting to delve in the comic book realm.
Right.
And I guess like for me, I would say like that's not that huge of a deal. Because
I'm okay with that.
Half of all the G1 Studio Series figures. I'm sorry, Brandon. Go for it.
I was just gonna say, don't forget they already got the Fortress Maximus coming in as a leader class.
And Soundwave.
Yep, and Soundwave. And I got some of those figures already, the ones they already released, where we have Grimlock, we have Shockwave, we got 2-pack. Well, those were the first 3, right? I forgot who the 2-pack were. It was like Flameware and somebody else or
something like that. Like one looked like Hot Rod or something.
Yeah.
I didn't get those, but I knew what you're talking about.
I'm still waiting on that blaster.
On what blaster?
Great. In that design, there's a blaster also made in that Marvel Comics that they supposedly said was going to be like the Soundwave coming out, but it'll be blaster in the future. So.
Oh, okay. I'm down for that. I don't know if I don't know. See, that's the thing with the comics. I know I want that purple Soundwave, even though I'm not collecting comic versions. Though I did get that comic book Grimlock. I don't know, but I definitely want the Soundwave. But I don't think I'm going to go for like all the comic versions.
Right.
I'm not going to jump into that whole thing. But I mean, I got the Seekers.
100%. So, bottom line, before we go off in the ADHD realm, I'm okay with the Seekers being like the modern Seeker design. If I want the Tetrajets, like you can still buy the 3-pack today, and I don't even think it's a horrible price either.
Somebody said they're glad that this new one's announced because now all the Tetrajets are being lowered. Everybody's trying to get rid of them at a lower price. So this is probably the best time to buy those Tetrajets.
Right. Yeah, because like I said, when somebody experiences it, like, and if it doesn't serve them anymore, then they want the new shiny thing. I get it, and that goes towards funding a new toy. But I'll move on to the next subject. Finally, everybody. We don't want to hold you for too much longer because we're almost almost to what is it, the 8:00 mark out there for you guys. The Transformers Nate, for those of you that did or didn't see his stories or follow him, he is the marketing manager for Hasbro, and he basically just released like a Q&A after they, the 4-pack thing was announced. and I'll just go ahead and I'll read some bullets off about this. So the Seeker
Before
4-pack.
you start reading,
yeah, go for it.
wait, before you start reading, I want to say, and like, I don't want to sound like a kiss ass or anything, but when he came on with that little announcement, that little reel he did, I thought that was one of the best things they could have done. It answered so many questions, and like people were literally like about to like bubble up and explode. And I feel that one little stream he did really like kind of like smooth a lot of more than people realize. But go ahead with what he said. But I mean, I was so happy that we got that.
Yeah, for sure. And then Time of the End was saying what I was trying to point out is that this pack is actually fully comics instead, including the Rainmakers, not only Sunstorm. And that's fine.
I think we got that. We got that when you said it. That cleared something up.
Right.
So now I'm even more comfortable with the Seekers. Still don't need them, but I get it.
Do you want to say anything, Brandon, before I got into these bullets?
I'm just showing my hands not on the chat, so I can't see anything.
Oh, yeah. Just remember, just do one of these on the screen. You want to heart something.
I want to see the comments, but
So yeah, Nate says that there's no plans for individual releases of the figures, and the earliest that they'll process. Well, I'll finish the second bullet. There's no plans for a Dreamwave Sunstorm, and it's not a no, but 2029 is the earliest they would consider thinking about it, which sounds like a no to me. Future plans for other Seekers, the Coneheads are definitely on the table. They just can't say when legally.
They're probably coming after that.
Also, people have been asking about Red Wing. Red Wing is on the table. I don't know who that is, but sounds cool. Give me the whole damn rainbow. I don't give a shit. I love jets. So, and then let's see. The Studio Series line for 2028 is pretty much done. 95% complete. Whatever that means. Basically, I think they have like their lineup of what they want to do for 2028 already.
Yeah.
And what's coming out. And then he did say that Studio Series Generation 1, and this may not be in his bullets. I listened to this thing like over and over last night. Studio Series Generation 1, aka 84, is coming. Definitive figures, true to content and true to scale. Again, whatever that means. But he also says it will not take over the Studio Series line as a whole. Still plans to get into other properties in Studio Series. So everybody, gets what they want out of it. What do you guys think about that?
Well, there's a lot there. Let's go back to the first one because there was something I wanted to point out in that first bullet point. What was
no plans for individual releases, or that they don't have any plans for a Dreamwave Sunstorm,
or maybe it was the second bullet point. My bad.
I'll run through them again really quick. So no plans for individual releases at all. So if you don't get this 4-pack, you're gonna miss them. Right. 2, no plans for a Dreamwave specific Sunstorm. It's not a no, but 2029 is the earliest they'll consider thinking about it.
Okay, right there. So that, along with the second thing you said about 2028, it's finished. So they've said, along with the Marvel team, have said numerous times, from concept to getting a package takes 2 years. So like any figures that we're looking at today weren't just thought up last month. Like they have been ready from 2024. So yeah, we're about to go into 2027, which is the new line, which is what, Age of Evolution?
Evolution.
Is that the new line?
Supposedly.
Right. So they've got that line plus whatever the Studio Series they're doing, and 2028 is like they're ready for those. So that they're all set. Anything that we're like, hey, can we get this? If it's not already on the way, it's not coming before 2029.
Right.
Yeah.
Brandon?
So they're saying this 2028, 2027, and 2029 is going to be like a group of stuff that they already have planned, basically, as in when it comes to like the Studio Series name with other Transformer brands, or I guess you could say continuities like RID, Gamerverse, also, the movie stuff. Because we know next year we're getting another Studio Series Titan, and that's Scorn now. And they said they got what 2 more to go. So that's why I said it's shocking to see that they're still calling it studio series, but it all it falls on that big umbrella, I guess you could say, for those
Well,
titans.
because what he said was studio series is going to be the things that we know, like everybody from '84, Armada, already. What the like, say for instance, Age of the Prime / Legacy, like how they always have 2 lines, studio
Correct.
series or whatever this is. This is going to be for those made up characters, like the 13 Primes. Those are like kind of made up toys. They're studio series for what we actually saw. Uh, your Sentinel Prime, your I don't know who else would be in that vein, that like
Amalgamous.
yeah, like all the 13 Primes don't have, like, they were all kind of made up designs. Any made up designs will go in that line. Anything that was on TV or in a comic book or a video game will go in the studio series line. So
Yeah. And I mean, I guess to me, like the name doesn't bother me that much. When I was talking, with Chris, he maybe he's like the rest of the fandom, and I just don't see it from that way. Is that studio series originally started up to be like movie figures only,
yeah,
and it's like, dude, there was only like 10 Autobots, maybe 6 Decepticons in those movies. Like, how many years of toys do you want of like the same 20 toys? So,
right.
and I think the way that I kind of see it is that they have like not necessarily their core class line, but like their Energon and Cyberverse stuff. That's more for like, I'm gonna buy this for my kid. I know they're gonna destroy it. Studio series is more like their premium line. It's more like their Star Wars Black line or the GI Joe classified line. More premium stuff like that. I think that's what studio series has kind of come to be known for. So yeah, while they have 8 lines like Age of the Primes, there's so many different variances in those figures to where like a premium one will show up, and then maybe some non-premium ones will also be released in that same line.
Right. Um, really quickly, while you were talking, I just happened to look over at the YouTube and almost had a mini heart attack because I saw Nate there, and I was like, "Oh shit, Nate's on the stream!" And because he's like looking right, like it looks like he would be on the stream, and I was like, "Oh, we're talking about it." But
Yeah,
okay,
and he's spitting
I
at
had
us
a little
too. Like, I
scare
just got a
there.
random screenshot of him just like, but dude, screw these
He's
guys.
like, "You guys are the worst."
Yeah, so that's why I was saying, like, I only had like 2 screenshots. I wanted to get like his actual like Instagram, a snippet of that to get like his bullets, but also listen to it over and over to make sure I didn't misspeak on his behalf and such like that.
Right. No, you did. I mean, you got it. You got it.
But
Like,
yeah, like
from what I interpreted from it.
I'm excited to see like what's gonna come out next year, and I don't want to spend too much time. I guess like just as a collector in general, because like people just take what you say and like they run with it. Like, I'm getting so many comments like from those other lives that I've hopped up on, where people are just like, oh well, the G1er, got what he wants, so he thinks it's okay for us to pay scalper prices, and we can't get G1 figure. And I'm like, where the hell did that come out of my mouth? I was just like, bro, like I got G1 fatigue. Like, I'm not gonna collect Optimus Prime, Megatron, Shockwave, Astro Train, Blitzwing, all of these guys all over again if they do another wave of them in '84. That's all I said.
Right.
And if that's what somebody else wants to do, like, I would say even more of like a joke is with the Studio Series '84 figures, where they're saying true to size, true to scale, is if they just started making them like weird ass sizes that didn't even match up with the Studio Series '86 figures, just to piss the fans off.
Okay, really quickly, time of the end. I just read your comment about sorry, back of the line, your time will come in 20 years. That is the one thing, and you know what, I don't like to make enemies or anything, but that is one of the one things that I've been saying is, like, people, I hear them on the streams talking about, oh, we're tired of G1, we want Armada, we're waiting so long for Energon, we're waiting so long for Rise of the Beast, and I'm like, waiting so long? We've been waiting 42 years. Like, you're what, 10, 15 years of waiting? Like, you haven't even started yet. Like I'm almost 50, still trying to get these toys, and you're like 25 talking about I've been waiting forever. No, you have not. No, you have not. Like,
You've
sit
merely
down, get in
adapted the
back.
darkness. I was born in it. And it wasn't until seeing the light I was blinded by it.
I'm like, you've got to be kidding. You've been waiting. You don't even know what it's like to wait. I thought I lived my whole life thinking Transformers was done. It was a thing of the past. And you people are like living it your whole lives. It's never gone away for you. But that's the end of my rant. I'm not mad, but I'm just kind of like, you really you don't know what it's like to wait. You're not even old enough to know what waiting is. So sit back, wait your turn. I'm sorry, one more thing. The people who are making Transformers now are the ones that were with us watching as kids. So when these people's friends get to the age where they're making Transformers, they'll make their Armada Primes and whatever else is. So tell them to have their friends get a job.
Brandon, holler at me.
I'm done.
Oh, I was just listening. I was looking at our notes, making sure I didn't miss anything.
Oh, okay. Just reading some fine literature on this Sunday evening.
Yeah, we're sitting here having a conversation, and you're paying attention to something else.
No, I was looking at the notes because I agree with you.
Go help your wife with dinner, brother.
I can't wait till you start talking. I'm gonna knit a sweater.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take my child to the park when you start talking.
Yeah, I'm over here reading notes. By the way, after these streams, we're gonna start having after stream conversations, and you're not gonna like this one.
Well, Dad's getting here and clapping his belt together for Brandan here. I will simply say I'll try to end things on this note, and I'll let Brandan give some closing thoughts too. I'll defend Chris because he's not here. I get what he says about the G1 figures, and it comes off, and I told him straight to his face on his own channel. I was like, the reason why it's perceived that you're a G1 hater, even if you watch all of your videos back from front to end, you have to take into to account that most people just watch like the first minute of a video. So if you start your video off with G1 slop this or G1 slop that, and then you go to make like a valid point somewhere after the argument, you have already locked me in as a viewer that this video is going to be you talking shit on the subject that the video is about. So you're not going to beat the allegations if you keep starting your content off like that. Even if like you start clipping stuff from a longer video, now you've taken it out of context, and that's what you're known for. But after talking with him further, because like he does toy photography, so his disdain, and I'll paint the picture for you, is kind of like your videos, Vash, that you do. You know, he makes like dioramas, and he, you know, does like these cool like thoughts or you know, like scenes and stuff with the figures. And then like if a figure's not made well and has like waffling and all of this stuff all over it, it's like, you know, I waited all this time for a figure, and then you didn't even release a good figure that I can't photograph from all angles. That something else could have came out in lieu of this toy that I actually wanted, like Armada or something like that. And so when you understand his perspective in that manner, then I don't really see it as a G1 hater. It's G1 takes up slots that other toys could have got, and he can't create like the scenes with the characters he wants because there's not a full cast of crew of those toys out, because a new Optimus came out, or a new the fourth Soundwave came out in the last like year. You know, stuff like that. So that's like the perspective.
I completely understand that. I mean, so I watch every single video Chris Jam does. I sound like a fangirl, but whatever. I do. I watch everybody's YouTube videos, and when I hear him, and I feel like I've been following him long enough to know that he doesn't hate G1, but the way he says things, I can see how people think he does, and I totally get that. So I mean, that's something that, like, maybe if he even said in the stream, his videos don't have replayability, but if he goes back and listens to what he says, or somebody points out like this right here would make somebody think, you know, you don't like G1, he might notice it and be able to change that, because he seems to be bothered that people have that perception of him, but he creates that perception.
Yeah. Brandon, are you here with us, brother?
I tuned into a little bit of their show when it was live. I caught as much as I could while working. I I could definitely tell that Wayne, you're more like a dad to that guy. So keep it up. Keep grooming him so that he can one day grow up
Whoa,
and
whoa, whoa, whoa! Calm down. I'm not Alfonso.
you're grooming them now. You're teaching them. You know, I feel like he has a lot to learn with him being that young, and he's getting into. I consider him like a bumblebee, and you more, like an ironhide. If you don't want to take the prime mantle, so that basically what I'm trying to say is some of his stuff. I saw what he was coming from, and like you said, it seemed like he was kind of against G1. Sometimes people say things in the wrong tone or give the wrong context around it, and that's why people take that and run, and therefore misformulate their opinion about his channel, I guess you could say.
Yeah, no, 100%. So, and it's just, again, like he has, visibility in the community. His name is in conversations with other creators. So it's like if you try to summarize like what you think about, P versus P, that toy guy, Chris Jam, like the heavy hitters or whatnot, like in the fandom, he's just gained that reputation. And again, that's just due to people skimming content because everybody has like that TikTok brain to where like they can't sit and listen to a conversation or sit and just, formulate some thoughts. And then like they watch like these people and take like whatever they say as it should be their opinion too. And then it's like if one person makes a post on Instagram or anywhere and they talk about AI slop this, AI slop that, there's like a chain of comments with like no thought, no reasoning behind them. AI slop, AI slop. And it's just like, is that your opinion, or are we doing like a wave like at a baseball game? And that's just my general consensus about like people that consume our content, any other content, that they don't formulate their own opinions.
Yeah. I mean, that's the internet in general, really. It's a mob mentality,
right?
But
yeah.
Well,
I didn't want to get too far off on that because we do got to end.
Yeah, I think this. I enjoyed tonight's conversation, gentlemen. I really did. I hope you guys did as well.
Another solid one.
When we were listening,
I was listening. Look,
damn.
I was trying to
sabotaging one of our top chatters.
Nah, my wife was fussing at the kids, and I did not want you guys to pick up on it.
Oh no, it's all good. My little one's running around. I was telling Vash, I showed you in the group chat. I got my little mute button here. As soon as I'm done talking, I'm slapping that thing because my little Tasmanian devil is like river dancing around me again. Like I have this green screen right here. So, but yeah, thank you everybody. Now that my brain took a rest to regroup, thank you for watching us this Sunday, and join us again next Sunday for whatever may happen in the Transformers universe. This is Wayne, aka 137, signing off, and I'll pass it to my co-hosts.
Well, this is YeahBro Entertainment LLC, and there's nothing more to say. But good night, get some rest, and we're going to be back.
I'm sorry, I got to stop you. I got to stop both of you. Okay. If the two of you don't start promoting what you're doing and letting the audience know that this is not the only thing you have going. Number one, we've already talked about this, and I hate having to repeat myself. Don't make me come back there. I'll come back there. Wayne, don't you have something that you want to tell people that you do besides this?
Yes, people. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me, follow Brandan, follow Vash. If you guys are already following Chris Jam, you kind of already know that he's invited me to be guest on his live streams. As long as I have the availability, I will try to keep that up. Basically, to kind of be like a control, so he's not doing an echo chamber of his own thoughts in these lives. Brandan over here is basically doing a series where he's interviewing other people about like getting into Transformers. If you want to talk about that really quick, Brandan.
Yes, I started a segment called Cadulting Never Stops. It is a segment where I get to interview Transformer fans like ourselves and give a fan a spotlight that we don't always get to share. And when we share these things, it allows people to indulge in the nostalgia that we had in our lives that are sometimes uplifting to others. That story that I may give you of how childhood was for me may help somebody realize that their childhood wasn't that bad, or where they were was even better. And then not only that, it's a fandom that we all love and enjoy. So listening to other people's stories about that is just a wonderful time. And I will say that I will be interviewing my two co-host buddies soon on upcoming episodes. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. You're welcome to communicate on my community wall. I do respond to comments, and I do respond to other people sharing their content and taking the time to put it on my community wall. So now that all that's out of the bag, let's go ahead and talk about Vash's opportunities.
Ladies and gentlemen, you all know I have my channel on both YouTube and on Instagram, Triqqerhappy77. On Instagram, I do a lot of short videos using the Transformers action figures to do like little videos. You'll see if you go to the channel, check it out. But also, I have a new show that I'm just starting with one of my friends, TF Arc Legends, that we just premiered our first video on the Loon Base 2 YouTube channel. You can check that out. Wayne, I think you have a new video lately that came out that's doing very well about Superion. If you want to check that out on Wayne's channel, 137 Toys. And Brandon, did you want to tell us who your next guest is on your YouTube, or do you want to let that be a surprise? I'll leave it up to you.
I cannot tell that.
Then you have to tune in to find out. When does that premiere? Do you
Brandon
want to tell
doesn't
them
kiss
that?
and tell.
Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast, it's going to be early. It's going to be 3:30. So every Friday, we're going to have a new guest sharing their Transformers fan spotlight stories and nostalgia.
All right, check us all out. We'll have that Discord ready for you soon, where we'll all be chatting about different things. I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't say anything until I know, but I think we're all going to kind of be on there talking about our own little subcategory things. I know I'll be talking about like TV shows, movies, probably food. It's my favorite subject. And these guys will let you know what they're going to be talking about. Once that channel is up and ready, we will let you know, and we will see you on the next stream. All right.